All right, we're back. Got a couple of videos for you today. Want to start off by saying thanks everyone for tuning in on all the platforms. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. To get things started, we have a video today. It's about women who see motherhood as a problem, and there's a trend. I just found out about this today. Someone sent me a clip of it. It's called Women, Children by Choice. It's on TikTok. So once you know it's a trend, they don't really actually mean it. They're just going along with whatever's popular because they're children. So let's get to the first video because I want to make this short and sweet and then get you guys on out of here, right? Give you my to play a video play, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents.
Like, you are a mother.
I'm a whole
You
mother.
can't say that. I'm
I
a new
can.
mom, so I still be like, oh, tiptoeing. I won't say that I dislike motherhood because I'm not true to this. I'm new to this. What do you mean by that, though, Alicia? Tell the people.
I'm not tiptoeing on the marble floors. I don't like motherhood.
What don't you like about it?
I don't like the pressure. I don't like the responsibility. I don't like that I am a driver because these tiny humans can't drive.
Let's replay that
Like-
one scene that she just said.
Alicia, tell the people.
I'm not tiptoeing on the marble floors. I don't like motherhood.
What don't you like about it?
I don't like the pressure. I don't like the responsibility. I
I want you to. That's the most important part. I want you to listen into. We're just a minute in. That was me doing the whole intro before this thing started. She doesn't like the responsibility. This is an adult. Looking at the bags in her eyes, you can tell that she's an adult. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of a man, to his own kids at least, saying, I don't like being a father? Never notice you never hear a video of that? You never hear a video about a father saying, I can't stand being around these kids. Ever notice you never hear a video about those? Ever notice you never hear fathers talking about how they're drains on their society? You know who you do hear all this stuff from? Women like that. Women like this get a pass to be immature. Can you imagine somebody sitting up here and saying, I became a mother? Yeah, I don't want to be a mother. You can be irresponsible. And, you're going to have women that will say, well, she's allowed to vent her frustrations. The funny thing is, just like when you go to P-Hub or any of these sites and you're doing all these videos or OnlyFans, and you're doing a lot of things that can come back, not to haunt you, but your children. Then you have the videos of women who are carrying their child and doing these nasty things. Now, you're not wearing a mask. I mean, you do what you want to do. But I'm like, you don't even wear a mask to cover up your face. So everyone knows that you're carrying a child. That boy is going to grow up. Someone's going to come to his school and is going to have this video, going to find the video because internet's forever. And he's going to be harassed to the point that he either makes one or two choices. One, he goes after everyone else. Two, he goes after himself. Your words matter. Just like they like to say your words matter to your child and this and that, you have to be responsible for your father. Women are allowed to legitimately talk however they want about their kids and say, well, we're mothers, so we're allowed to do it and it's our property. It's disgusting how this woman can sit here with a child's mentality and literally say, oh, I don't like being a mother. You waited till now after, and she says she has kids. You waited till now to say, oh, I don't like being a mother. Did you not think for a split second that it would be difficult? Of course, raising a child is difficult. Yes, you have to drive them, just like your mother had to drive you. I don't understand why it's always women that I hear this type of mentality, this rhetoric, where like you get to talk crap about your kids, and guess what? No one holds you accountable. If you didn't want to have kids, then don't have kids. This is one of the problems that we have, where a woman can just give up their child for adoption or abort them when it gets too difficult or hard, and we hide behind, grape and the other one. They get excuses if they don't want children. And this is why because they know that women are immature. Modern women are immature people. Don't get mad at me. They give you options to get rid of your kid. They just change the wording around. You can even put them in a safety box and send your child off someplace else, so you don't have to be responsible. You can abandon your kids. A man can't abandon their kids because they see men as more responsible. Don't like that? I don't see any court orders that help men when they don't want to take care of their children. It's always women. Why? Because they don't take you seriously. They don't believe that you have the ability to take care of your kids. I know it sounds like I'm ranting on this, but let's be really honest with ourselves. Women have a very high immaturity of themselves when it comes to making children. They love to talk about how getting a husband and married is like raising a child. Trust me. A man doesn't need to go out to feel special. A man doesn't need to go on vacation to feel special. A man doesn't need to have gifts to be given to him to feel special. He doesn't even get a present for Father's Day or his birthday. He gets a card with macaroni lettering and say, "I love you, Daddy." And it was misspelled because he accidentally said "mommy" on it. So don't give me that. Men don't need that. Women need to feel wanted. Even in the boss babe era, they want to feel wanted. Oh, I want this and that and this and that. These are children. Children, buy it yourself, boss babe. And you get mad if your man doesn't get you a card or something. Please.
So I'm child-free by
I went on
choice.
forever.
And everyone always says, like, what's your purpose? If you don't have kids, what's your purpose? My purpose is getting my nails done, going shopping, treating myself. Look at this new bag I just got from Goyard. Stunning. This new sweatsuit I got from Aloe. And being sober, traveling, I don't know, taking naps. Have you ever taken a nap? It's like the funnest thing ever. It's so nice. I enjoy naps a lot. So don't say I don't have purpose just because I don't have kids. How dare you?
No, you have purpose to yourself in this materialistic things. You have no purpose to the earth. Your job is to reproduce. Hate to break it to you. Look good. I love the cleft chin. But your job is to reproduce. You have no purpose anywhere after that. Once that has done and you've hit that 40-year mark, you're done. There's no purpose. But listen to how she's talking. I buy things and I can buy a bag. I can take a nap. Like I said, you never hear men talk like this. Never. Never have I heard a man talk like this. And you can make up whatever story you want. Never have I heard a man talk like this ever. But they get to go out here and have this materialistic child mentality, and no one bats an eye. But because it's a trend on TikTok, you're going to see a whole bunch of women following it, because that's what they do. They follow trends. Why? Because they got nothing else to do but follow a trend.
I'm a mom of 4 kids, and something I cannot get over is the way that people try to convince women who are child-free by choice that they actually want kids.
Wait, hold on
They'll
a
say
second.
things like, "Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
And something I cannot get over is the way that people try to convince women who are child-free by choice that they actually want kids. They'll say things like, "Oh, no. You say that now, but you'll see, you'll want them." Or, "Oh, just wait. Once you fall in love, you're going to want kids." Doctors will even say, "No, ma'am, I can't tie your tubes. You're too young. You're going to change your mind." As if women don't know what they want for themselves.
They don't. How many times have we told ourselves, don't listen to what a woman says, watch what she does? Because they don't know. They give you the signal of what they really want without the words. No, they how many times have they turned around and said, "Oh, I wish I could turn back the clock." Go to TikTok and all those things with the old hags, the post-Walls, the 304s. All of them have all been talking about, "Oh, I wish I could turn back the clock." Are you insane? And why do you care? You're a mother of 4 kids. Why do you care? Why do you care? Aren't you happy? Or you rather have like no kids? I'm really curious. There have been tons of videos of women who go through this, and they're saying, "I wish I could have turned back the clock."
Wild. And I often even see it in like dating and marriage. Men will date women who say they do not want kids, and then they think they can convince them to have kids, and they spend years trying to tell her that she does want kids. And then if they break her down, if they are successful in doing so and getting her to have children with them, they are then shocked when she doesn't fully enjoy the experience of motherhood. It is crazy to me that...
Wait, what guys are getting married to a woman that doesn't want to have kids and then come back shocked that they don't want to have kids? Who's ever done that before? Like, it's sometimes I'm telling you, you have to fact check and put women onto a lie detector because it's the only way to tell what's BS or not. I've never heard of a guy that says, "Oh yeah, you don't want to have kids? All right, we'll just keep pushing through." I've never heard that before. Maybe there are any of the women in the comment section to tell me differently, but I've never heard that.
Women will say what they want, and people will tell them that just can't possibly be true.
Because we know you're lying. A woman will say what she wants, but doesn't necessarily make it true.
That just can't be true. And it's crazy because society tells us that, as a woman in particular, our ultimate job is to be a mother.
Yes, it is.
And so it is really difficult for many women to say, no, I don't want kids. I will never want kids. That is a difficult thing to say in this society because people then look at you and say, well, then what are you good for? And women
what are you good
and
for?
men have value whether or not they have children. And
No, they don't.
You don't need kids to have value in our world. And honestly, as a parent, I always encourage people, like, if you don't think you want kids, definitely don't have them. You cannot go in this halfway. You're all the way in, right? So let's start listening to women. And if they say they don't want kids, believe them. Don't date them. Don't marry them, hoping you can change their mind. Don't tell them what to do with their reproductive organs. Just let them live their life. Let them be. Please, because women know what they want. They know what they want, and they are allowed to say that, and they are allowed to stick by that, and we should honor that.
First, I love how she's like, women know what they want. Okay. We know that's a lie. Most women don't know what they want. How many women have gone online on this platform alone, TikTok, and have literally said, "Oh, I was with the bad boy. I hope I can change him, this and that. Oh, it didn't work out. Oh, I got a bunch of kids from him. Or he just used me as a pump and dump." Women don't know what they want. Because if they knew what they wanted, here's the thing. When the 80% of the men on this planet are invisible, when they're in their prime, why is it that they become all of a sudden into fruition in their sights when they're in their decline? But I thought you wanted the bad boy. You know he's a bad boy. There's no way you didn't know he was a bad boy. It's not like you didn't know he was a troublemaker. Women don't know what they want. Women can't go online and tell the truth saying, yeah, I know what I want. Because they know the truth. They don't know what they want. I find it odd. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do agree with one thing she did say. Don't date them. Don't try to marry them. Let them live in their misery. If they're happy like that, let it be. Don't even say, oh, you're going to buy a dog and buy a loan. No, don't even say that. Don't date them. I just find it very interesting that people with kids have to bring in their 2 cents to try to influence them. Okay, so maybe she will change her mind. You don't know that. Have you ever seen kids when they go to college, the ones that are like, oh, I know I want to do this. And then all of a sudden they look at something else like, wow, I want to do this. But so they wasted 2 years on one source of college tuition. Like they were like, hey, you know what? I want to do this now. And they spent 2 semesters and thousands of dollars. It happens. How many times have women made bad decisions and say, oh, I wish I didn't marry this guy, or I wish I didn't get with this guy? Sometimes you regret the decisions that you make. Men and women do it all the time. You don't know if this is what you want. Oh, you don't get your tubes tied because you don't know if you want to get kids or not, because they're trying to let you know your biological clock is always going to be ticking. It's going to tell you what you want. You may change your mind later, because once it's gone, there's no going back. That's why doctors go and tell you that. It's insane that we have this world where people are talking about how being childless is smart. This is the mental brainwashing of society, of your government, who tells you that feminism is the way to go. You should go get a job, boss babe. Make your children last. And second, your children are a burden. You should be in the office working. You should be another butt in the bucket, ass in the seat. And women are falling for it. They don't seem to understand. This is one of the major reasons why men are going elsewhere. They're going overseas. The men with value, of course. They're going overseas because they don't want anything to do with this. They know that modern society is dead. This is their leader. A woman with kids who basically is telling women that they should just follow their instincts. And we all know where that goes. Woman's intuition. The intuition that seems to always know that the man's cheating but never knows when the man's upset. This is their leader.